What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another Toy Room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Back to the Future Dice Through Time board game by Ravensburger. And I believe they normally make puzzles, if I'm not mistaken, but it's interesting to see them making board games as well. And I saw this in the store, definitely had to pick this up because it is based on one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future. So this is a different take on a board game. It's a strategy board game. So instead of trying to play against other opponents to try and actually beat them, you all are actually working together to accomplish one goal. Now, I'm not entirely familiar with this whole strategy style of game, but I will leave a link on the screen at the end of the video if you want a full breakdown on how to fully play this game. But today we're just going to do sort of an unboxing and just see all the stuff in here together. So we'll start by taking a look at the packaging, and I really love this packaging. This is some really great packaging. Nice details here with the DeLorean from the first movie, the DeLorean from the second movie, and the DeLorean from the third movie. I just love the design and just kind of the aesthetic to it, and how it's kind of got like a comic feel with all these little dots right here and everything. But I think it looks really good, and you have the lightning coming through as if we're going through time, so that's really nice. On all the corners of the box you have the Back to the Future logo. The box is done in like a matte finish, and then you have like embossed lettering on there, which is very nice. But coming to the back right here, you do get a little bit of a read up. If you guys want to read that, you can go ahead and pause it now, and then you get a display of everything that comes inside, and you also get a list of the contents. Again, if you want to read it, you can go ahead and pause. So that is pretty much it for the packaging. So let's go ahead and crack this open. I haven't actually taken a look at anything inside of here yet. I just broke the seal to make it easier, but we are going to be looking at this live for the first time together. So right off the bat, the presentation is amazing. We have this letter here, which is made to look like the letter that Doc gave Marty at the end of the second movie, but it's actually got some words changed around to it and everything to actually make it go with the theme of this board game. If you guys do want to read that, again, you can go ahead and pause. I'm not going to read it because it is going to take just a little bit of time to read it, but you can pause it and read it if you would like. And then I believe this is the actual board for the board game, so we'll put that to the side for now. And we have the owner's manual, and I really love this. So this is the instructions, but it's made to look like the owner's manual from the DeLorean with kind of like that blueprint aesthetic to it, which is very cool. So you can see it's ages 10 plus, players 2 to 4, and it takes 45 to 60 minutes to play. So that's just really cool, man. I love that whole blueprint aesthetic to it. We'll just flip through this really quickly. I'm not gonna read everything in here, but I will just kind of show it off. And is that the last page? That is the last page, and you have the flux capacitor back here, so that is very nice. And then what else do we have in here? So we have some of the different cutout pieces right here, so you can see the characters. That looks like Biff. Oh, these are all different versions of Biff throughout the movie, so that's interesting. That's the 2015 version. This is the 1985 version. This is the 1955 version, and this is the 1885 version, excuse me. And then you have different clock tower pieces right there. Then on the backhand side, like that, you have the out-of-time license plate. Very cool. Actually, after taking these out of the shrink wrap, these are not the reverse side to these. These are actually separate pieces right here. So you can see you have Einstein on the reverse side of this, and then you have the DeLorean steering wheel with the speedometer of 88 miles an hour and the out-of-time license plate. And then with Biff, you have the clock tower clocks right here, and then they're just blank on the other side. So that was my mistake, but after unwrapping them, we can see what they look like. That is very nice. I'm really liking the aesthetic on here so far, and we'll put that to the side. And what else do we have in here? Dice Through Time. This looks like maybe another board piece. We'll open that in a second. This is some clear stands for the actual game pieces. If we can focus, there we go. So these are the clear stands that will actually hold up the Biff character pieces right here. So you put Biff in there so the piece can actually stand up. So that is very nice. And then you do have some of the playing cards, which I'll open up in a second so we can actually go through them. But for now, we can just take a look at that one right there. So that's really cool. So we'll put that to the side. And then we have some of the dice pieces, which they all look to have the same images on them. They're just different colored dice. We can see like a wrench, flux capacitor, a fist, and Doc. And that looks to be the only graphics that I can see on there. But very nice. We'll take a look at that in a second as well. And this is really cool. So some of the playing pieces, or actually all of the playing pieces I should say, are DeLoreans, but they're done in different colors. So we'll take a look at one. But that is really cool, and actually fairly detailed for just being a little plastic solid color piece. That is really, really detailed. That looks very, very nice. Oh man, even the details back here, man, that looks incredible. We'll take a look at another one. It's going to be the exact same, just in a different color. But man, that is very, very good detail right there. Wow. I'm very impressed with that. And just for the sake of being thorough, we'll take a look at the yellow one. There you go. So that's very cool. And the last one, we'll take a look at the orange one. There you go. Man, I'm very impressed by how detailed those are. So I'm actually going to just put these back in here for right now. And I think that's it. Yeah, there's nothing else under this tray. So we'll go ahead and move this tray to the side. Alright, definitely just dropped everything over. Alright, so taking a look at this stuff here, we'll get a closer look at some of the dice, and I'll kind of get a feel for them to see if they're cheap feeling dice, because believe it or not, there is a difference in dice, and it just feels like an average dice, but there you go. So we'll take a look. Very nice. Flux capacitor, a fist, a wrench, a lightning bolt, dock, and a arrow. So that is really nice. And like I said, they're all the same. Yeah, it just feels like a standard dice. Doesn't feel high quality, doesn't feel cheap, just average dice. And we'll take a look at some of these playing cards. And I believe, yep, there's a little tear piece right here on the plastic. So we'll go ahead and tear that off. Alright, here we go. So I'm not going to go through each and every single one of these cards, but we will take a look at some of them. I love the artwork on here. The artwork is very nice, and these do feel like some high quality cards. And I like that they do have sort of a matte finish to them. They feel really nice. And on the back you can see Back to the Future, Dice Through Time. And then so it looks like those are some of the same cards right there. We have the Showdown with Mad Dog Tannen. Very, very good. I love the matte finish on here. They feel really nice to the touch. We'll put that there. Doc falls in love with Clara. I'm just going to kind of go through these, not one by one, but just kind of skim through them. Marty and Jennifer take a walk. I love the stylized artwork right there. That looks very nice. You can see the dates down there. So we'll go to some other ones. Marty and the Pinheads audition for the dance. So cool. This one's funny. The McFly family has rehydrated pizza. Hilldale 2015. So that's really, really nice stuff right here. And we'll take a look at just a couple more. We got Clara's telescope, and we'll take a look at the very last card, Clock Tower Flyer right there. So that's really cool. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different ones scattered all throughout here, but it's just going to take way too long to go through each and every single one of these, but very, very nice stuff right there. And again, I like how they have a matte finish. They just feel really nice to the touch, and I love the stylized artwork on these cards. We'll go ahead and take a look at what exactly this is, because I'm not sure. Let me grab my blade so I can cut this, and while I'm at it, I'll cut the plastic off the board as well. Alright, so it looks like these are different players playing cards, so each player would have one of these since there are 4, and they have the different time periods on them, so you can see 1885, 1955, 1985, and 2015, and they are color coded. Again, I love the stylized artwork on here. So cool looking. And you can see that one right there, and then this one, and then this one. So they all look very, very nice. And on this side you have the actual cover of the board game, the box artwork right there, which is very nice. And again, I'm not entirely sure how to play this game yet, since I am just unboxing it, but these are the player cards right here, so that's pretty interesting. And then moving on to the actual board. So this is really cool. I thought this was actually like a separate paper piece that was inside of the packaging, but this is actually the underside of the board. So this piece, as you can see, it's actually built into the board right there. So that's really, really cool. I do like that attention to detail. So let's go ahead. Well, let me arrange this space here so we can get this board opened up. Okay, so the board is a little big for my review station, so I will have to kind of pan around it and zoom in and everything like that. But as far as the quality of the board, it feels great. And again, everything has this like matte finish to it, which is very different from any other board game I've ever felt before. So I really do like this matte finish that they got going on. But what's really cool, if we look up here with the board game, up here you got like the what looks to be like the gauge cluster in the DeLorean, where you can put the dates and everything like that, but it's actually where some of the playing pieces go. You can see right on this side you have some of the event cards, item cards, and then you have the different dates right there. And then coming down here, you can see some nice artwork with Hilldale, and that's very cool. So you can see the old Hilldale sign, you can see the clock tower. So very, very nice stuff right here. Very cool stuff. And then we move on to 1985 right here. You can see the Twin Pines Mall, Doc's Lab, the clock tower, and then moving over, you got Marty's house and Hill Valley High School. Very cool. And then moving up to 1955, I'll zoom in just a little bit. You can see Hill Valley High School again, Lou's Cafe, the Clock Tower, Doc Brown's Mansion, and the Peabody Farm. Very, very cool. And then the last one we have is 1885. You can see the schoolhouse, the blacksmith, the clock tower once again, the saloon, and the train bridge. So very awesome looking stuff right there. I love the way that this board looks. It is just very, very cool looking, very unique. And again, I'm not entirely sure how to play or how all this plays out or whatever, but I will leave the link at the end of the video if you guys want to see a full demonstration on how to play the game. So that is really, really cool. So there's my unboxing of the brand new Back to the Future Dice Through Time board game. So in my opinion, if you are a Back to the Future fan, you definitely need this in your collection. Even if you don't even end up playing the game, or even if the game's not even good, just having it as a collector's item is really cool. This is going to look great on the shelf. All the pieces are very detailed. I love the custom artwork that they have going on, and the detail on the DeLorean playing pieces just look absolutely phenomenal. They're even more detailed than some actual DeLorean diecast vehicles that I have in my collection, which is actually pretty crazy since this is a board game. And again, everything from the custom artwork to the colors to the DeLorean, all the little Easter eggs and references to the movie is just absolutely incredible. Now this does retail for $30, and I found it at my local Target, but I believe you can find it on Amazon and maybe Walmart and anywhere that sells board games, really. You can probably even check out Ravensburger website, Ravensburger, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And also, if you want to see how this game is actually played, there should be a link on the screen for you to click on right about now. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.